said we'd make up a week ago. Time moves so fast when I'm on the road. I wanna get to know you, I wanna get lost. You say you said it all and you got nothing to do. So baby, pull up tonight, baby, pull up tonight. I wanna get loose, I wanna get to know you, I wanna see you. And we can try and plan it, but you know it fall through. Baby, pull up tonight, baby, pull up tonight. I wanna get loose. Girl, we can get it, take a sip, you know you're rolling with that up. It's my round, baby, if it's down. You work so hard and that's all you know. All you know, yeah, all you know. Tonight, let your head down and just let go, let go, let go, let go. I wanna get to know you, I wanna get loose. You say you said it all and you got nothing to do. So baby, pull up tonight, baby, pull up tonight. I wanna get loose, I wanna get to know you, I wanna see you. And we can try and plan it, but you know it fall through. Pull up tonight, baby, pull up tonight. I wanna get lost. Girl, we can get it, take a sip, you know you're rolling with that up. It's my round, baby, if you're down. Girl, we can get it, take a sip, you know you're rolling with that up. It's my round, baby, if you're down. If you're down, baby, if you're down. If you're down, baby, if you're down. I wanna get to know you, I wanna get you. You say you said it right, you got nothing to do. So baby, pull up tonight, baby, pull up tonight. I wanna get lost, I wanna get to know you, I wanna see you. And we can try and play, but you know it fall through. Pull up tonight, baby, pull up tonight. I wanna get lost. We said we'd make up a week ago. Time moves so fast when I'm on the road. I wanna get to know you, I wanna get lost. You say you said it all and you got nothing to do. So baby, pull up to me. We said we'd make up a week ago. Time moves so fast when I'm on the road. I wanna get to know you, I wanna get lost. You say you said it all and you got nothing to do. So baby, pull up tonight. Pull up tonight, baby, pull up tonight. I wanna get loose. I wanna get to know you. I wanna see you. And we can try and play, but you know it fall through. Baby, pull up tonight. Pull up tonight, baby, pull up tonight. I wanna get loose. Girl, we can get lit, take a sip. You know who you're rolling with. Turn up, it's my round, baby, if you're down. You work so hard and that's all you know. That's all you know, yeah, that's all you know. Tonight, let your head down and just let go. Let go, let go, let go. I wanna get to know you. I wanna get loose. You say you said it all and you got nothing to do. So baby, pull up tonight. Pull up tonight, baby, pull up tonight. I wanna get loose. I wanna get to know you. I wanna see you. And we can try and play, but you know it fall through. Pull up tonight, baby, pull up tonight. I wanna get lost. Girl, we can get it, take a sip. You know who you're rolling with. Turn up, it's my round, baby, if you're down. Girl, we can get it, take a sip. You know who you're rolling with. Turn up, it's my round, baby, if you're down. If you're down, baby, if you're down. If you're down, baby, if you're down. I wanna get to know you. I wanna get you. You say you said it right, you got nothing to do. So baby, pull up tonight. Pull up tonight, baby, pull up tonight. I wanna get lost. I wanna get to know you. I wanna see you. And we can try and play, but you know it fall through. Pull up tonight. Pull up tonight, baby, pull up tonight. I wanna get lost. We said we'd make up a week ago. Time moves so fast when I'm on the road. I wanna get to know you. I wanna get lost. You say you said it all and you got nothing to do. So baby, pull up tonight. Pull up tonight, baby, pull up tonight. I wanna get loose. I wanna get to know you. I wanna see you. And we can try and play, but you know it fall through. Baby, pull up tonight. Pull up tonight, baby, pull up tonight. I wanna get lost. Girl, we can get it, take a sip. You know who you're rolling with. Turn up, it's my round, baby, if you're down. You work so hard and that's all you know. That's all you know, yeah, that's all you know. Tonight, let your head down and just let go. Let go, let go, let go. I wanna get to know you. I wanna get loose. You say you said it all and you got nothing to do. So baby, pull up tonight. Pull up tonight, baby, pull up tonight. I wanna get loose. I wanna get to know you. I wanna see you. And we can try and play, but you know it fall through. Pull up tonight, baby, pull up tonight. I wanna get lost. Girl, we can get it, take a sip. You know who you're rolling with. Turn up, it's my round, baby, if you're down. Girl, we can get it, take a sip. You know who you're rolling with. Turn up, it's my round, baby, if you're down. If you're down.
Hola, mi gente. Look at y'all out nosy asses all in my business. Because you heard one of these men was my ex. With that said, welcome to another episode of On the Block with Jen. It's good to see y'all here early. Even if y'all just lurking, even not just y'all here to be nosy, y'all are here. So welcome. Welcome to On the Block with Jen. Tonight's show is going to be extra spicy. I'm really glad to see ladies and gentlemen in the audience because I know a lot of guys, like, they see a guy without a shirt on, they don't want to touch it. So I'm glad that if you're here and you're a man, okay, this isn't fucking with your, ego, okay? It's okay for men to think other men are attractive. I'm not saying that you looked at my thumbnail and thought they were attractive. I'm just saying you say, yeah, I'll go see what they're talking about. You know me, I believe in every conversation, in every inquiry, there's something to learn, okay? So we're not just going to ask questions, okay? We're going to learn today, hopefully. And if you guys have any questions in the chat that I don't cover, you know me, I'm pretty thorough, but I may miss something that you guys are curious about, throw it in the chat. All right. So I'd like to welcome to the block, because they pulled up for me today. These are busy men, and I appreciate them being here. I'm gonna introduce GQ and Messiah.
What's happening?
What's up, guys? What's up? What's up? I can't hear you, GQ.
What's up?
Yeah. I can hear you now. Okay, so let me.
You can hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, Messiah. I can hear you. Messiah, where you went? There
I'm back.
You go. All right, guys. So welcome to On the Block.
Can you hear me? I can't hear you guys either.
You can't hear.
Well,
I'm
not saying anything. So you
can you hear me?
How come I can't hear y'all guys?
Don't tell me you got to go out and come back in.
Nah, he has to hit the mic again. Hit the mic. Hit the mic.
What's up, April Reese? Ashley, Sugar Bum. Can you hear me now?
I can't hear you.
You can't hear me.
We can hear you.
Not at all.
We can hear you.
Fine.
I can't hear y'all.
But he probably can't hear us say we could hear him fine. You're going to have to go back out and come back in. Check your text. Hold on, everybody, for the technical difficulties, okay? There's still...
Muscles and no brain. Muscles and no brain.
Can't call it.
Hold on. Go, because he's not going to understand. Go
Sorry,
out.
check your phone. She's going to text you.
Come back. Yeah, but it's just the technical difficulties. It happens, mi gente. It happens. We're going to make up for it. It's going to be juicy. So, GQ, seeing as you and I used to date, I think the appropriate greeting is, hey, big head.
Hey. Hey.
How you doing?
I'm good. My dear, I am good.
Good.
You still looking yummy.
Of course. Oh, he's back. Can you hear us now? Yay! Okay, we're good. Let's get it popping.
All right.
Let's get it popping. All right, guys. So you guys are both out of New York, right? My hometown.
Yeah.
Right? Born and raised, right?
That is correct. Right.
Okay, cool. So since I don't know, I'm hoping to have you guys for at least an hour, a little under that. So let me get right to it because I get right to it here. Okay, we did the small talk. Now let's get down to business. First and foremost, all the way at the beginning, what on earth made you decide that I'm going to take my clothes off for money? Any one of you could go first.
You just said it, money.
Okay.
But why? Why?
Like, there are a lot of things really meant for money. So why did you was like, all right.
Look, I'll go first since I've been in the game longer, right? For me, it wasn't about the money because I was working 2 jobs and making money, right?
Okay.
For me, it was getting the girl, right? Without going to the bar, without spending money, without on the phone trying to serenade you or or woo you in any kind of way just to be let down $600 out the game because your shit is whack, because you got 2 baby mamas, you got a lot of shit going on, and you wasted a good few months of my time.
Damn.
So the stripper shit, I keep it down here, allowed me to bypass all of that bull-ish, right?
Okay.
Position myself as the want, right? And then have the reverse happen to me. Take me out, feed me, and I'm easy. I don't care if I'm judged, right? Right?
Okay.
You can have me on the first night. So yes, that's why. Look what happened to you and I. Look what happened to you and I.
Listen, now it's interesting. Chat, this wasn't planned. So I'm learning as you're learning about GQ, okay? So now, okay, now that changes the whole situation. So you figured, now have you always been physically attractive, like, you know, muscular and built? Have you always been that way, or is it something you did for dancing?
Always.
Okay, so
I just
okay.
Right.
Okay.
Gained a little weight because I had to, you know what I'm saying? Learned a lot in the gym, moving, you know, to acquire the look that I saw when I first attended an event. So I had to, you know, get it in.
Now, did somebody pull you in? Was there a guy that was like, "Hey, you should do this too"?
Yes.
Were you recruited, sir?
I was recruited and used. And when I say used, meaning, you know, a guy going to an event with 600 women at a hall and having all these women touch you and give you money. I was just happy with a little $50. But then when it came to getting a name established, going to private events, the person that got me in the game took advantage of that. So let's just say, I'll give you an example. We'll do a private event and the girl requested 2, right? I just went off of the little tip money that I thought I was going to get, and a little smoochy and whatever on my part. But come to find out, a couple of shows in, one show I did, I wasn't attracted to the girl, and the girl was a little musty and aggressive, right? And she wanted more. I was like, nah, I'm good. She goes, I paid for this. I said, how much you paid? How much you paid? She said, $200. I said, to who? To your boy, your manager. I was like, oh. I heard that. I was like, well, I'm not making it happen. You get your money back from him because I didn't get paid. And I'm not going to sell you short so you don't get your money back. But it ain't happening between me and you.
Yeah.
And from that day, I started my own shit. And that was it.
Okay, you're unloading the clip. There's a lot to unpack here. But before we get into that, because we got to rewind on something you said, okay? Messiah, what made you want to get into it? Was it just the money? You was like, hey, fast, easy money. I can dance. I look good.
No. Our stories are total opposite.
Oh, let's hear it.
Total opposite. Well, first of all, I want to know, when you took him out to eat, did you feed him before you hit?
Me?
Yeah.
No, he treated me like a lady.
No, because he said, you know, he was wanting to, you know, he wanted to get taken out.
She flipped it on me, right?
Right.
And before I could do anything, she was like, nigga, buy me a phone.
Hey, I'm a Bronx girl, okay? You want to call me? Then
but
give me
this out. Guess what? She had a phone and within hours. Because she was a sexy motherfucker, bro. Oh, still is. Back to you. Back to
a new
you.
one for me.
Answer the question, bro. Don't
Okay.
worry
No,
about
it's
me.
a new-
We're gonna get into that though. We're gonna get into that. I promise you.
I'm just saying, this is a very good. I never heard that story. That's crazy.
That's good. It's true.
You guys hear echo as a
Probably you.
Okay, damn it. Okay, sorry.
Yeah, it is her. And me.
Yeah, as long as they get here, they're ready. All
right, cool. Well, my story isn't necessarily about me trying to take chicks, trying to get at women. It was a situation where a female friend of mine said to me, she said, "Yo, I think you could do that. I did a show last week, and I personally think you look just as good as those guys." And so I'm like, look, us dancing in the club, a nightclub, is different than me dancing on stage by myself in front of 100 women. That's like a whole different, situation. It's like, no, I'm telling you, your body's better than this, you're better than this guy. So somehow I was fortunate to meet the guy who was like the guy. Like he was like Michael Jordan guy. And I introduced myself. And for whatever, I guess he took a liking to me. And I never had to deal with someone taking advantage of the old boy right there.
Hold up, guys. That is saying they hear echo on everybody.
I'm sorry?
Yeah, they're saying that they hear echo on everybody. Okay, let me, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go out and come back. Give me 1 second. Then they hear echo on everybody.
All right.
Good.
All right.
1 second. Damn it.
Take your time.
No, don't take your time because my acid reflex kicks in. I ain't gonna be able to talk.
Yo, I never knew that story, kid.
I was already getting girls, bro. I was working, the two jobs.
The buying the phone, that I knew. I knew that. I'm talking about you buying the phone.
Oh yeah, she played me, but it was worth it.
Nah, what? I ain't mad at you, kid. I ain't mad.
It wasn't playing. Yo, your shit is still echoing.
I don't know what screen you need.
I mean, put a box over your computer and soak it.
I think we're gonna go back. I don't know what
Anyway, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, she got me on that one, but it was all worth it. It was all worth it.
I ain't mad at that. Yo.
Still echoing.
So figure out, maybe move back. Is it you echoing or us?
You're not echoing. Messiah, can you see?
You're echoing too.
You're echoing.
Me and Messiah.
She's echoing.
No, you're both of you are doing it, but more so you, Jenny.
More so me.
Right. So either you put your face in closer to the computer, and Messiah, you do the same thing because you might be the echo. You guys are too far.
Messiah, can you go out and come back?
All right, cool.
Am I echoing? Ay, Dios mío. What the fuck?
It's all juicy, ready to go.
I know. This shit is so good. Everybody, please. I'm gonna try something else. Sugar Bump said GQ. Somebody watching this. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna go all the way out. come all the way back in. You go out and come back in, okay?
Who, me?
Yes, everybody go out, come back
All right,
in.
so
Everybody
so
come back.
leave. So leave.
Yes.
Okay.
And then hit the link again. I'm gonna leave. Everybody, please
Okay.
come back. I'm so sorry. Wait. I stopped echoing. Right?
You did.
All right. So maybe we're good. We're good. Hold on.
But why you gonna touch something?
Nah, she sounds good. Everybody sounds good.
Yeah, everybody sounds good.
All right. Everybody.
You know what? I think you got to be easy with your high pitched voice. You throwing a speaker off. Relax.
I am not.
Oh my God.
I always talk like this. Okay, no, listen. Okay, so now everyone, thank you so much for hanging with us, people. Everybody that just came in the room. Would you date an exotic dancer? Yeah, I did. Okay. So we're gonna ask these gentlemen who have graced us with their presence today lots and lots of questions. If I miss a question, please throw it in the chat. Messiah, we want your story. What made you want to be a dancer? Okay.
It wasn't necessary. I always tell people I didn't choose the game chose me.
Oh.
You know, because it wasn't necessarily in my spectrum at the time. You know, it was just something that kind of fell out the sky and all the stars aligned up correctly, and I tried to make the best of it. You know, like I wasn't necessarily in it for the girls, you know what I mean, or you know, so on and so forth. I mean,
what the hell was you in it for then?
I was in it to get money.
Okay, you know? Then say that because you scared me for a second. Because if you wasn't in for the money and you wasn't in for the girl,
I wasn't in for the money. I said I wasn't in just for the girl. Like no matter what, if you're successful at something, the women are coming. You feel me?
True.
Successful doctor, cop, I don't care what you are. If you get busy, the women are going to pay attention. You feel me?
Very true. Very true. Okay, fellas, in that, I'm always talking to the manosphere dudes who can't get women. Maybe you should get a gym membership and learn how to dance.
I mean,
that's part of it. That's part of it. Something can happen at the gym, but you got to look good. You got to know what you're doing.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Like this. You're from the Bronx.
Yes.
You can't just give any girl the Dominican Republic makeover and then she's hot.
Right.
You know? So it's the same with the gym. It can't be just about aesthetics. You understand?
So we gotta know. GQ, you said you was in it longer than Messiah. How long is longer? How long have you been dancing?
25.
Holy shit! I know women don't have that type of longevity.
No,
they do now. They do now.
No.
Now?
They extended it. But they don't have that kind of longevity.
With plastic surgery and butt injections.
The surgery will buy you what? A couple more years?
Couple more years.
Damn. So how long have you been dancing, Messiah?
Maybe not 25. That guy's a national treasure. 10 plus. Definitely 10 plus, maybe 12. But yeah, like that. Not
plus. Now, do you guys have day jobs and this is a side job, or is this the money maker and you're making enough money doing it to quit your day jobs?
I mean, you probably can, depending on popularity and supply and demand.
Mm-hmm.
But that's not always necessarily what it is. You know what I mean? So,
for me,
yeah, like that guy.
Sorry to cut you off.
No, yeah, shoot.
You already knew I was working at UPS when I was doing it.
I remember.
So I was doing this and UPS. When I first started, I was working both my jobs and doing this. And then eventually I quit one job. And then I decided I had too much time in my 9 to 5 to just leave it because I could have.
Mm-hmm.
I was making a lot of money. But I never did that. I did the right thing because now I'm retired. And, you know, I'll be getting a check every month.
And you're retired at what age?
I'm 51 now. I retired when I was 45.
So would you say that dancing made it possible for you to retire early?
I would say, depending on what I wanted, I could have retired or left my 9 to 5s and just did dancing full time, and would have doubled what I made when I was working both jobs. But I like I said, the sad thing for me was my goal was wrong. You know what I'm saying? my goal, my end game wasn't about saving all the money I made. My end goal was to get all the women that I could get. You understand? And that was my goal. If you ask me why, you know, I was raised and verbally abused by my mother, and I fell in love, and the girl broke my heart. So then I was like, I'm gonna destroy and hurt every girl that I date.
Yes.
Then I grew up.
Yeah.
Huh?
That's really what happened.
That's true.
Yes.
You know what they say about a man that doesn't get along with his mother? He won't respect or treat a woman the way she's supposed to be treated.
You was really sweet to me.
He had to buy a phone.
You had that good
he had to be nice.
Don't listen to that chat. Don't listen. I got enough problems with these idiots, okay? Some of the people that stalk me on this thing, please, por favor.
He nice to you. He bought your phone. He already invested his money.
I invested. And I normally, and Messiah, you know how it goes. I would never do that. Right. Only when I'm interested.
Right.
You was wearing a red dress at your mama's party. Woo!
Okay, so let's because I know a lot of people tune in because they nosy. Because I said that, you know, I dated one of you guys. So yes, I dated GQ, and we met at, it was my aunt's birthday party. And I was just sitting there kind of bored. You know how your family has a party every damn month. And I was just sitting there at one of the parties, and enters GQ, and I was like, oh, okay. Finally, one of the parties gets interesting. But what I liked about you was not the obvious, but that you were so, like, after you finished your performance, you were really, really like low key and down to earth. And you were even complaining that some of the women were touching you inappropriately. You was like, yo, like, she slapped me on the ass hard. Like, why didn't I was like, oh wow, like he's different from the performer. And that's what intrigued me. Now, had you walked over, like, had you come over and been a complete tool, like, yeah, it is what I do, I'd have been like, ew. But when you finished performing, you was like a real down to earth, like, this is what I do, this is my job. And I was like, oh, okay, I can get with that. And
well, here's the thing. Here's the thing. And Messiah can attest to this.
Yes.
I liked performing. Like I said, I had a goal in mind, right? And to be honest, I'm the laziest out of all the entertainers that I'm around. Because these guys are flipping, sticking to the wall, setting their shit on fire. You know what I'm saying? Giving a good performance like this motherfucker right here. I just did my looks and then pulled out the, schlong. You know what I'm saying? So, but with that being said, once the show is over, I'm a regular guy. And that's the way I took it. I didn't wish, male entertainment on my chest 24 hours a day. Absolutely. I knew what it was. It's a complete turnoff. It's just like a girl that I meet and all she wants to do is talk about herself. You know what I'm saying? It's a complete turnoff. And I don't like the attention once I'm done. You know what I'm saying? I put on my shit, and I keep it moving. I'm a down-to-earth guy. I'm actually shy, to be honest with you. That's another reason why I got into this, because my shyness could work to my advantage. You know what I'm saying? Because I wasn't a dick. You know what I'm saying? But you have some women that want to be punched in the back of the skull, and then you ask for the number. You know what I'm saying? If you're a little softy, they don't want to even be fucking bothered. So, whatever.
So, someone asked, Messiah, did you ever have a beard?
No, I've always been the goatee guy. Like, G'll tell you, G's the guy who can rock the beard or no hair on his face. I always have to have the goatee because if I shave my face, I look extra African. Like, you'll throw me. Yes.
Okay, DQ, somebody asked who approached who. Did I approach you or you approached me?
Stop it.
I approached you. And the only reason why I approached you is because I saw your expression when I walked in. You was like, oh, shit. I remember that. And when I saw you, I was like, there you go.
I'm about the physical fitness, man. That's another hint. Manosphere, losers, get in the gym. Okay, so Messiah, How many women have you picked up dancing? Is it a normal occurrence where you're at a party and it's like you getting numbers from everybody?
No, I'm G will tell you, like I'm super. They call me the gentleman stripper. Like I'm super reserved. I'm not rude or lewd or how can I say, like overly sex nasty. Like that's not my style. Like, and plus, I tend to be very selective. So if my attention goes in that direction, you know, you might get a phone.
Yeah. Anybody need that new iPhone?
You might get a phone.
Take notes. Take notes.
Yeah.
Okay, so then, you know, that's a great point, because a lot of people think that male dancers are very much like, you know, vagina hungry and they're always thinking about sex, but you guys are pretty down low when you're not performing.
Well,
no.
Different term.
As a man, whether you're a stripper or not, you're always thinking about sex.
Yeah.
Remember that.
Like we can, this is what it is for us for the most part. Like we could look at an attractive woman. Like for me, per se, I could look at you and be like, oh, yo, she's a cutie. All right, cool. And that could be it. You know what I mean? Like I don't have to be like, yo. And plus the fact that we are the way we are, I got to put us out there, G. We're very select. We some picky motherfuckers to be, but we're real picky. Like
I will say this. I will say this. He's absolutely correct. But out of the group of my fellow friends that are in the business, I am definitely not the pickiest one.
Not yet. No. I wasn't gonna put you out there. You know what I'm saying?
I know. We got to keep it real, right?
Yeah,
so with me, see, with Masai, he's very picky, and if he sees something he likes, he's like, in his head, yeah, I like that. Me, if you have
it's warm, and it has a vagina.
No. That's part of it. It has to have curves, though.
Okay.
Curves, booty, and a decent face. We're good. Even I've been in situations where beautiful, busty, no legs, wheelchair. I don't discriminate. Y'all can all get it.
So Precious got a shot? Does Precious have a shot?
Oh, Precious? No. Yes. No. Hell no.
Wait, no.
Sorry, Precious.
Precious is round. I told you busty and curvy. No, I'm good.
Okay.
Obesity is not sexy. No,
it's not. It's unhealthy. I don't have time to buy another refrigerator to support your habit. You know what I'm saying? If I feed you. So no, I'm good.
No, and for the record, when we say we're picky, well, let me refer to myself. Like when I say every woman is not gonna necessarily be, or how can I say, Amber Rose. You know what I'm saying? I'm not picky to that degree. I'm not that superficial. You feel what I'm saying? When I say picky, I mean something to my liking, something I find physical to my liking. You know, and I ain't got no type. So she could be Asian, white, black, Filipino.
I got a type. Curvy, busty. Huh?
What's your type, GQ?
Like you don't know.
Curvy, busty.
For me, it's been a lot of years. We're talking about my early 30s. I don't know what he's into now.
Same thing. Curvy, busty. That's it. No, I don't discriminate against no race. If you got a good personality and you're energetic and that's the type that I have. You ask me what my type is, it has to have those qualities, but be independent, funny. And for some apparent reason, I just realized all my girlfriends have squeaky voices that fucking annoy me. I'm attracted to that shit, obviously.
That's how they get phones. So you like
the Disney shit. Hi.
Exactly.
Right, so let's get spicy.
Shoot.
And I'm gonna tell you guys a story. Everybody watch. I'm gonna tell you guys a story because I'm like a cool girl, right? GQ called me up one day and said, "Hey, come and meet at a party." And I was like, "Okay, cool, I'll roll." I didn't know that it was a bachelor party. Okay. So he takes me into this bachelor party, and I was like, "Gee, they're gonna feel fun. The guy's gonna feel weird that you're walking in with a woman. They're probably gonna want to like do them at this party, and I'm gonna make them feel awkward." And you was like, GQ was like, "Nah, they don't care. They don't give a fuck. Just come with me." So that's when I found out that the strippers, right? Can I say strippers?
Sure.
Okay. So the women that were there stripping I didn't know, and call me an idiot, call me delusional, call me naive. I didn't know that there were sexual acts being performed for money along with the dancing, right? So me and G were hanging out, you know what I mean, chilling, and I saw like some of the guys, and I hope these people are still married. Shout out to them, whoever they were. I don't even remember their names.
They're not.
I saw some of the guys go to the back room with the dancers, right? The girls. And I asked GQ, I was like, what the fuck, what's going on? And you said, oh, they're getting what's the name for it? You said the name. It's called something when they're getting the whole sex and everything along with the dance.
VIP.
So GQ was like, oh, they're getting the VIP. I was like, what the fuck is a VIP? He was like, oh, that's when they, she'll go down on him. I was like, wait a minute, wait. So these girls are not only dancing, like there's actual sexual acts going on. And you were like, yeah, that shit happens all the time. I was like, at bachelor parties. So I may be getting married one day and my man will be at a bachelor party and getting his knob sobbed.
There's a strong possibility. Yes, this is the last day. But think about this. Let's flip that. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Right? You worried about your man getting toppy, right? But then you flip that and women are doing the same thing.
Okay, so let's get into that. Great segue, because I wanted to say, have you guys ever gone there for a couple extra bucks?
No.
Have you smashed? Have you ate something? Have you sucked something?
Oh. Not necessarily.
We on the block.
I'm messing with you now, but we listen. I can speak I don't solicit. I don't.
What do you mean you don't solicit, motherfucker? You're mentally in your head. You're not doing it. But when you're doing this and you're doing that, you are
jackass. This is why you are who you are. She's asking, do I receive payment just for a sexual for a sexual favor?
Oh,
well, exactly. No,
it's soft porn.
So let me set it up, Messiah.
Sure.
I hire you, my girlfriend's party. I'm like, she's getting married next week. I'm saying, can you just put the head in? I'll throw $300 in for you. Can you just put the head in? Would you do it?
He's doing it.
Come on, man, don't do that. She look like Megan Good.
Yes, she looks like Megan Good. And I'm like, I'll throw 3 yards on it. Just put the head in for her. Would you do it?
Nah. That's I don't do that. That's there's certain parameters. Like certain lines I'm not necessarily gonna cross. You know what I mean?
Like no.
Yeah, listen. He'll tell you. Like I'm not gonna 300. Oh, let me put the head. Like that's that. Yeah.
Yo, it's just the head, man. Not a couple of strokes, just the head. I'm just give my 300, and then I'll finish the job after that.
Would you do it? My friend's getting married. I'm like, just put that. Just $300, real quick.
Let me explain. Let me explain something. It's very rare that a woman will do that, especially pay for it. 95% of the time, it's done for free, and it depends if there's a physical connection between the male and the female, right?
Okay.
But when it does happen, the money's offered. Of course, you're gonna take it. I mean, I would. I've done it. Thus, having sugar mamas here and there, right? Okay. One of the main reasons why I got into this business, right? Because I wanted to flip the script and be taken care of. There are women, powerful women out there that are doing their own thing, right? And doing the same thing a man does. You got to understand, like, if a woman's making $250,000 and a man's making $250,000, they're on the same playing field. And guess what? They normally do the same fucking thing. People in power do the same thing.
Yep.
Whether you're a male or female. But unfortunately, the female gets judged worse than the man. Right.
I agree with you 100%. I tell people that all the time. They don't believe me. I'm like, once I hit them 7 figures, I wouldn't bother with the love shit. I'm getting the finest thing.
That's the point. And that's what these people do.
Right. I got things to do. So I ain't got time to be chasing you around, checking your phone. I got things to do. So I'm just gonna get me the finest thing that I see for that month, and I'm like, let's hang out, and then send them back to the gym or whatever.
That's what's up.
You're absolutely right. I would do it. A lot of people are like, no, hey.
Yo, it's your life.
Right.
You live it the way you feel comfortable. You know what I'm saying? You ain't hurting nobody. It's your decision. You know what I mean?
Especially in these times right now, it's these kids now like wilding. So
Sugar Bones like this, we knew. Okay. So how hard is it to, first of all, exotic dancer, stripper, sex worker, what title pisses you off or you don't care?
We don't care. We're men. We don't give a shit.
Okay.
Just like don't label us gay. That's it. That's all.
Okay.
And there's nothing wrong with that. But it's a fact straight. You know what I'm saying? There are a lot of guys that are in the game.
Yeah.
That you know, the stigma is you know, oh, they gotta be gay. Nah, not everybody.
Right.
Okay. Are there a lot of gay guys?
We don't. Our crew, no.
Okay.
And our crew, no. But we know
we can't speak for anybody else.
I can, but I'm not gonna, you know, name names. But I know, and I don't judge them. Get your money. Get your goddamn money. They don't disrespect me, right? That's the most important thing. That's like, you know, you always hear, oh, I don't have nothing against gay people. I have gay friends, right? That's just like a white person saying, oh, I got black people. I hang out with black people. At the end of the day, right, it shouldn't be a race thing, right? Well, it should be a respect thing. So it's just like a guy sees you, right? You're beautiful, and he pulls on you. A total stranger, come here, let me talk to you. That's disrespectful, right? Right, exactly, right? Don't grab me. Right. Don't disrespect me, right? These motherfuckers out here forget that they grown ass men and they doing that shit. They don't even care. They don't even know your status, and it's just like, oh, hey, how you doing? Can I talk to you, nigga? I hate to use the N word, but yo, what are you doing? I don't roll that way. You roll that way. It's all good. It's all good. I don't have nothing against it, but don't come at me sideways thinking I'm a part of that and I'm gonna be okay with it. You know what I'm saying? Right. That's it. It's all about mutual respect. I don't care what you do. My friends, you know, I have, you know, my little, you know, gay friends. They do what they do, and when we chill, they know what it is. It's men. We you know. Yeah. Other than that, don't be. You know, I wish I could have. You know, the one day. Nah, I don't want to hear that.
Right, and we don't perform for men, so you can't book me and be like, oh, it's only a couple of gay guys here, because then I'm not performing.
Okay.
And it don't matter. And it don't. He's right. And it don't matter for us in our group. It doesn't matter how much money you throw my way. I've been in situations where, hey, you know, the CEO of this company is willing to give you $20,000. Just to, you know, do, you know, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
I'm not interested, because once you cross that line,
that's it.
That's it.
Yeah.
And like I said, I know a lot of my friends that are in the game do that.
So you've gotten instant proposals from men.
Always.
Yo, people DM, dudes DM. You know what I mean? Oh, I was gonna pay you $1,000 just for 20 minutes to dance with me and my boys. I'm like, yeah, well, you can split that money between y'all and have fun on your own, because I'm not gonna be there. You know what I'm saying? Like,
or you know what? I don't. You know, you want to be professional and be and depending on how it's being addressed to you, you want to, you know, respond respectfully.
Right.
And I respond respectfully and say, no, I'm gonna have to decline, but I may have somebody for you, and give him like 2 or 3 numbers.
Nah, I don't.
And then, well, he doesn't do that, but I do. You know what I'm saying? So, but at the end of the day, what happens is, I would say 65% of the time when I refer them to another, it's either, oh, we already had him, they doing all of this. Oh, we didn't ask for him, we want you. I'm like, yo, now it's like, I'm sorry, I can't help you.
That's why I don't do it. What he did was open box. Now you open up.
That was what, Messiah?
He opens up Pandora's box.
Okay.
He opens up that dialogue now, where he could be, you know what I'm saying, ostracized. So it's like, oh, why you don't dance for us? Like I eliminated it from jump. You know what I'm saying? Like,
okay.
nah.
Let's teach a little bit, right? Because I'm always talking to men, and I'm always stressing to them that women like, you know, the men that balance, right? They want somebody that looks good, could be a decent human being, but then they want that freaky wild shit, right? And men don't seem to be able to grasp that, right? And I always say that's why 50 Shades of Grey is $1 billion franchise, and women are buying into it because it's something that women like. But men think it has to be one extreme or the other, like, oh, you just don't like nice guys, or oh, you just want the bad boy. What have you learned from working for women all these years, right, that the average guy doesn't know that he should be doing to turn women on, to get women attractive? What can you tell them, these guys that think it has to be one extreme or the other?
You want to go first, Messiah? You go first.
Okay, cool. Well, when it comes to us, it's not that we have to necessarily deliver the 50 Shades of Grey per se, because we're not there to fuck, unless you know what I mean? We're not there for that.
She wanna.
You know what I mean? We're there to perform in terms of the exotic. You understand?
Okay.
But what I would tell a man is never judge a book by its cover. You know? Because the most innocent looking girl, they get a phone, it get freaky. You know what I mean? I'm gonna kill you that for phone forever. It's forever.
One joke.
Forever the phone now. But never judge a book by its cover. And it's okay to border on what's not necessarily your comfort zone. You know what I'm saying? As long as you don't feel like you're subjecting yourself to something that you wouldn't normally subject yourself to. You feel what I'm saying? But it's okay to be uncomfortable because you may find comfort in it. You feel me?
Yes. That's what I was talking about.
He said he hit everything, on point. But here's the thing. And I'm sure a lot of women have gone through this, right? Meet a nice guy, they get into a relationship, they only show one side of themselves, right? And then when they want to explore and do different things, there's an approach, right? There's a setup. Most guys are very insecure, even when their woman wants to be with another woman. It's like, who the fuck is this? The masculinity, blah, blah, blah. You my woman, you do what the fuck I say. And then it becomes one-sided, So the point I'm trying to make to the guys that are out there, have an open mind. You know what I'm saying? It's easy for me to say because, I'm okay. I'm in situations where I'm good. I get the best of both worlds, but a lot of guys can't see or understand what, because men we claim, and if you don't have an open mind, to the fact that, yes, a woman needs to be loved, attention, but she also needs security. Security is a big thing with women. You understand? Whether it's mental security or financial security. So when you have her trust, she can be the whore that you want if you think about it in your terms as a man. Like, all right, you want this? Here's the guidelines, but I'm gonna do everything that I can to make you comfortable with me, so I can see that freaky side of you, right? Right. But you gotta. Everything is communication, because some of these motherfucking chicks out here, they do that freaky shit. They got their man open. Now, the saying, Messiah, with great power comes great responsibility. Now they want to go out and test that pussy on that little trick on somebody else, they boss or whatever, and that's why motherfuckers start missing and ended up.
Come on, bitch.
Holy shit.
People.
You know what I'm saying? So,
people.
Guys,
if your man's giving you the green light, if your man's giving you the green light to help you explore, and vice versa, like I said, a lot of women are ready for this, but they don't know how to approach their man, and men just blow up, and then they get their feelings hurt, and then they stigmatize. All he sees is, oh, you a freak, you a hoe, and she ain't doing nothing. She just expressed herself, or maybe did something different while she was giving you head some stricata. You know what I'm saying? She saw, Jen, ooh, you see the hand motion, Messiah? You saw that?
You were saying.
Lord. Well, do I have to jump on the flight? Oh my God. Oh my God.
You were saying.
Anyway, they get destroyed. And then they close up. And then when they meet someone, whether going to work or whatever, that's telling them what they want to hear, then you know how it is. And then now you're doing things, now you're cheating. When you don't have to.
Okay, so if you're just entering the room, welcome to On the Block with Jen. Hit that like and subscribe. If I'm asking these gentlemen a question that you wanted me to ask, great. But if I'm missing something, throw it in the chat, okay?
Please do.
Q and Messiah. And the subject tonight is, would you date an exotic dancer? I did. So tell me, what's your I like what you said, GQ. Like, make sure you're you're letting your woman explore. And if you're giving her that security, financial, you know what I mean, protect, provide, I think it's pretty simple. But you need that balance. And 9 times out of 10, your woman has a freak up here. She's just been conditioned not to express it. And if you could bring that out of her and make her feel safe at the same time, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Bingo.
Isn't that
say again, Messiah?
I said, isn't that what I said?
Yes. I mean, y'all hit it on the head. So let me ask you, as far as the job, what's a bad night for you? Aside from you don't make a lot of money, like, what's a bad night? When do you ever walk away like, I don't want to do this shit anymore?
Well, I don't walk away like that.
Okay.
But women dictate if your night is good or not.
Okay.
So if you go to a party, and listen, we've done some hood parties together. You know what I mean? So if you go, let's keep it real. You go to a party and the girls are rougher than the hood cats is outside, it could be a problem. If the women are rude, like extremely rude and condescending, it's an issue. Because we have to stay professional at all times.
Right.
GQ, not so much. He'll knock a chick over in a heartbeat. He won't hesitate. Me, I have to be the calm guy. You know what I mean? So women dictate that. And it's like you said earlier about girls smacking on the ass hard. No brother likes to get his ass smacked hard. Mm-hmm. Women, different story. You know what I mean? Men, we don't. And
what's rude? Like, what would you consider women being rude at a party or event?
Okay, just negative energy. Like, we call them AKs, atmosphere killer. Like, gee, I'm sure you've done this. This happened to you before. When you walk into a party and you'll see some girls excited. Oh, snap. And then there's this one that's like,
the miserable bitch. Yep.
Or how you get stripped down. Like, okay, they'll look at you like, okay, he tall enough. He cool. Okay, his sneakers are nice. Oh, okay. Well, I guess I'm like, yo, I'm here for 45 minutes. You didn't even book me, but you're cutting me down from level.
And she's the one with no fucking money. She's the one most of the time freeloading off the motherfuckers that put the shit together. And she got something to say. Get your ass out of here.
That can really damper it, but I kind of know how to like sidestep those girls. But when there's a lot of them like that, or when the women don't want to participate, and everybody's like, I call them Jehovah's Witnesses, when everybody's all standoffish because Jesus is watching. You know what I mean? And I'm like, that can make a party go bad. But in terms of a whole night, if you have multiple parties like that was like, I'll get on the phone with GQ 2 in the morning. Yo, I gotta tell you what happened to this party. Yo, this girl. Yeah. Other than that, it's like,
look. My piece on this. My piece. Bad night for me is smelly vagina, smelly, musty chicks, skunking me.
That's part.
Beautiful women that know that they're gonna be at an event, but don't know what's going down between their legs, armpits, sweaty titties. I learned so much about the female anatomy doing this shit that now when I look at a female, I'm like, y'all liars, man. Y'all fucking liars. we killing and we doing all this shit for the pussy. And this is how you coming at me?
Yeah.
I've had situations where girls wearing a thong and a mini skirt. She wants to participate. She's in the game, showing it all. When you flip upside down, you got a tampon, a bloody tampon. So that's a bad night for me. And then to make it worse, when you get to a party and they don't got the money, so you try to be nice. I get you. Yeah, we get paid when we walk in. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes you'll meet that one group that are real cool, and you feel bad for them or whatever. No, we working on it right now. It's all right, you get ready. I'll just give a perfect example. Beautiful area, Airbnb, right?
Mm.
Beautiful women. They said that, you know, they had the money. They were getting the other half, right? All right. So then the other half comes, right? So I'm performing, yo, they blessing me with tips. It's like, yeah. Party's over. Party's over. I'm like, all right, where's my booking fee? Oh,
we
that
tip
was
you.
the booking. That was your fee on the floor.
Yeah, they tried that with me before too. Yeah. They tried that with me before
I'm
too.
like, no, you just wanna. But once again, depending on the group,
right?
Then you know you address it accordingly. So they didn't really know. So I was like, I was cool with that, but it was still a fucked up night. Then you have other nights where doing a show. I remember doing a show. This was in the '90s, Fordham Road. You know what Fordham Road is, Jen? Right? The Bronx. Doing my thing. Beautiful women. I had my little pleather one-piece outfit on. You know, I was sweating already. You know what I'm saying? Get out. Next thing you know, boom, 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 boom on the door. Boom, boom, like the cops. What the fuck is that? And then you hear one of the girls go, "That's my man. He crazy. He got a gun." You know the fire escape on all the windows and shit? Childproof shit. I jumped out the window, ripped my suit, and I was running down Fordham Road on the concourse with a ripped up suit with my G-string hanging out. This nigga beat her up, shot up the place. I was like, I'm out. That's a bad night.
Yeah. Well,
there's so many bad nights. I could just go on, but whatever.
It was a good night for you. You survived. That's a good night for you. I've had situations when a dude tried to pull a gun out on me before. I had husbands
at a party
before I even got in the building.
Wow.
Very, a lot of insecure men. A lot. Yeah. Don't touch me. Messiah, you know this. Yo, when you in there, don't touch my girl. Me, when I hear that, it's like, yo, my man, go get your girl now.
Get her out of here.
Take her out the party.
Exactly.
And we good.
Yeah.
Insecure. Like you said, sometimes you'll do mixed parties, right? Well, they'll have a female, right? Yeah. For the guys, and then which we don't do, which I try to avoid at all costs.
Yeah.
Because what happens is you have insecure men that either want to, oh, I could do that, right? And they try to get in on your show, right?
Yeah. Or shit like that.
Or you'll have a situation where the girls are very uncomfortable because they want to get smacked in the face with a penis.
But their man
or grab the guy, but the guy over there is gonna be judging them. So
right. So they can't cut loose because their man is there.
They can't cut loose.
Cut loose, like it's gonna be Sodom and Gomorrah. You know what I mean? It's not to that extent because you met GQ at a party, so you see what it is. But girls ain't gonna act up in front of their dudes because they don't want to deal with the aftermath. You know. So I always tell them,
dudes are very insecure and they want to just. I have had a situation where I'm dancing at a club, only girls, and behind me I get hit in the back of my head. I look, it's the woman's husband. He snuck in. So in my head I'm like, my nigga, why you hitting me? Right? Why you hitting me? She wanted it. You know what I'm saying? But he got fucked up. But still, you know what I'm saying? Like, I never beat anybody up like that. You know, I'm usually I'm not a violent person, but you can see my hands, Jen. You know how my hands are. My hands are big, and all it takes is a slap or punch, and it's over one time. And that's what I did. But at the end of the day, I was upset. Got my book in. So I couldn't even finish the show and bounce. So we do everything in our power just to avoid mixed parties, parties that we're not interested in doing, which are all men, right? Whether straight or gay, it doesn't matter. That's not our thing. There's no thrill in me picking up a grown ass man like the way I pick up a woman, putting a crotch in my face, flipping. Really? There are guys that do that.
Please.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, please.
But moving forward, it makes them uncomfortable. I gotta keep it real. So that being said, those are pretty much the bad nights. Or Messiah will be at a big event, right? and you got your sisters, you got, people are all different, nationalities at the venue, and you walking around and women are taking your tip money. Some ghetto shit. We had leg straps, we walk around with our tips on us, going around giving out lap dances, and bitches, not young ladies, are taking our money.
Oh,
come on, recycling. Get the fuck out of here.
No, here's a pet peeve of mine. I don't necessarily make it a bad night, but it makes it a bad event. I'm sure you've done this because you during a party, right? And the ladies are tipping. They're like, okay, cool, that's what's up. And then they pick it up and tip you with the same money. It's like, yo, what are you doing?
That's what I said, recycling. They're recycling the money.
Sounds is hard. The economy, the pandemic.
No, but the pandemic wasn't 10 years ago. You know what I'm saying?
It wasn't 10 years ago. Nah, it wasn't 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Now, do you guys have a set fee, or is it different for everybody? Was it set? You're like, this is my
no. It's different in terms of time, day, distance. Because I'm not going to charge somebody from Brooklyn the same thing I charge somebody from Connecticut. You understand?
Okay.
Because of the time. Monetarily, it has to make sense for me.
Okay. Now
he's right about that. He's right about that. But then you have your diva dancers, the pretty boys, which I'm not talking about me. I don't fall in that category. But motherfuckers be like, you want me? You got to pay $500, and they can live in the Bronx. The party's 15-20 minutes. That's what they charge it.
Well, a woman from the Bronx ain't gonna pay $500 for a dude to come through for an hour.
I mean, she will pay for it when she's when. No, they will. Come on, two guys that women are paying that for these guys.
No, I've never seen. No, not for nothing local. I'm not. Don't say no names. Nothing.
I'm not. You know what I'm talking about. So.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
You're like, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, they're not local. They're not doing that for nothing local. I just got off the phone with him today, as a matter of fact. No.
Well. Let's not say 5, but when they leave the party, they're getting $500 because they're charging 3 and the tips $200.
I mean, I charge 3. I charge 3, and it depends on the party if they're gonna tip more. Like that's on them. You know what I mean?
But what's the average fee if we're in the same borough? I say, hey, can you guys come out next weekend? What's the average fee? $
250, $300, anywhere within that price range.
What about you, GQ?
Same.
175.
175.
Times is hard. People can't afford anything. I get more party.
Hey, what are you doing? I'm
fucking around.
So what is that like? Is that the going price for women as well? Or
we don't know.
Charge more.
No, sometimes women will be like, yo, I'm doing it. What I do, for example, if you say to me, yo, I want you and a female dancer, I give you my price, whatever time situation. You want a female dancer? I know a few females. Here's their pictures. Show me which one you want. Here's her number. You contact her and you take care of whatever situation. Okay. So that way it's not incumbent on me if she doesn't show up. Yo, I thought your female girl's gonna be. That's all on you. So that's what I do. I keep myself completely separate from them. So I can't tell you what they charge. You know what I mean?
So let's get into family. Has your family disowned you, looked at you a certain kind of way? If you have kids, like how do your kids feel about it? Are your kids kind of like, my dad? I think you might be more entertaining, so let me go first. Okay, go on.
I don't have any children.
Okay.
My children would be my 2 nieces, and they're like 6 and 7. They're young, they're baby girls and stuff like that. Those are my girls. They're everything. GQ will tell you, like they're everything. They don't know that. All they know is that Uncle Superman, because he has big muscles. That's it.
Aww.
You know what I mean?
And ladies that are on here know that this is the perfect man. He would be the perfect father. The way he treats his nieces brings tears to my fucking eyes, bro. He's ready. He's ready.
Messiah. So any siblings or parents?
No, my sister. It's funny because I grew up with my sister and my cousin. One is a lawyer, one is a doctor, and I'm shaking my balls for money with baby oil. It's crazy. But my mom's, my sister don't care. My cousin was like, yo, I heard you went to Australia. I'm like, yeah. Like my mother didn't care when she first found out. She's like, well, it's about time you got a body. You might as well get paid for it.
Oh, okay, mama. Okay.
Yeah, like, yo, buy me a leather jacket. I swear to God.
Okay.
So I bought a leather jacket. She was happy. True story. It's the funniest shit in the world.
But if your sister did it, she would have had some words.
My sister wouldn't do it because I wouldn't be having it. And plus, she's such
You
a.
saw how he pumped out his chest about that? My sister ain't gonna do nothing.
Yeah, nah, but my sister's like straight. She's like a straight genius, really. So, like, she don't mess around. She's super like tactical, and no.
Has your sister ever seen you work?
Have my sister seen me work?
Yeah.
Yes. One time we did a show in a spot in Brooklyn. I think it was Bay Ridge, and it was a couple of It was me. You know these guys. It was a couple of Spanish dudes, you know, and my boy who brought me in the game. She was a fan of his, and it wasn't too far. She said, "I want to see that." She said, "I don't care about you, but I want to see that." So yeah, she saw me, but she was like, "Whatever." I think she went to go use the bathroom when I was dancing or something. She was like, "Man, whatever. Let me know when so and so gets up." I'm like, "All right."
What about you, DQ? What about like your family, children? Does anybody look down on you? Does anybody say like, such and such is a stripper?
Well, first of all, anybody that knew me wasn't surprised, right? It's because I always was taking off my shirt when I was in junior high school, so it's just like, oh, it fits, right? As far as people knowing, my kids didn't find out through me. My oldest child found out through one of his teachers.
What the? Damn.
I've been in an event. The teacher, my son's mother, was the nurse in the school, and they started talking, and then the mother referred back to blah, 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 blah. And then he would see flyers of me. Remember, back in the days in the 90s, we had to pump flyers. So our numbers and our faces were on the fly. He's coming out of school. He sees my fucking picture on an event. He didn't say nothing. He was mad. He didn't say nothing. But then eventually he was like, yeah, I saw blah, blah, blah. He got over it. My youngest child, he didn't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? My mother, you know, if anybody wants to know, I left my house at 15. Me and my mother wasn't tight. But when she found out, she was like, wasn't shocked. It was expected. And then a lot of my co-workers at my job, either I dance for their wives or I dance for my customers on my route, which didn't know until I got there. So it was kind of crazy. Now, talking down on me, I've had situations where women, you know, Masai, you probably had, I know you had this happen to you. You're doing an event. The event is good. The women are beautiful. Let's take out the look aspect. Yeah. Let's talk about the positive energy, right? Because if you have positive energy and you vibe, it doesn't matter what you look like, right? So when you get into an event where the environment is cool, chill, even after you perform, you'll have the women asking you all these questions. Oh, how long you been doing this? Well, the same questions you asking, right? So it's just basically you sit down and have a good conversation with all, and there's always this one, like, don't you feel degraded in a type of way because you're doing this to take off your clothes and make money? I said, and I always tell them, no. First of all, I'm a grown ass man, right? And it's a good look for me at the end of the day, personally for me. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not trying to, you know, I don't care what anybody thinks. I'm not a female. I'm not gonna get judged if you want to come at me like that. Then it's like, but don't you feel you should be doing something else? This is what if they don't know. I said, honey, I have a 9 to 5, or I'm retired. It's like,
right. So it's like, you know.
And then it's like, oh my God. I said, how much you make a year? Working, you know, pay slavery. You know what I'm saying? Do you own your own company? No, but do you know where your husband is at all times? You know what I'm saying? Then it's like, why you getting all like that? So I'm just trying to get you on, you know, like I make more than you.
That's actually him being nice. Which
in 4 months or 3 months than you making a year. See, I mean, back then, because times is hard. Now, 51-year-old man is just like, you know what I'm saying?
That's being nice, if you believe that. That's him being nice. Then
I know. I believe it.
I've heard this. I know you've heard this. I can't date no man that do this. Nah, I can't do that. Nah. I've heard that a million and one times. I'm like, yo,
don't worry about it. You don't. Thank God, you don't have to worry about dating the man. Blah 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 blah. Keep it moving.
Yeah, okay. I don't.
And then sometimes that same woman is just mad because the man she wants looks like the motherfucker that's in front of her. Don't want to give her the time fucking day. So she's like, it's always one, like you said, Messiah, that one with the bad attitude ain't got nothing to do with the party, fucking up the vibe.
A lot of times, yes, a high percentage of that.
So before we get into dating, some of the ladies in the chat are saying, can you stand up and do an ab shot?
What?
Ooh.
Both of you. Can you stand up?
I've been drinking water. I'm bloated. I'll do it. Yeah, look at that.
Come on, GQ. Let me see some.
Remember, I'm way older than this man. I'm way older than this man right here.
Stop with the disclaimers, man. Make it happen. You look better.
Let's go.
You look better than 95%. Look at that. You look better than 95% of the guys in their 20s out here. So
yo, that shit hurt. Oh my God.
Ladies, that was for y'all.
Yeah, you look better than the dude. Ask her, Jen. You don't guys half his age looking better than him, do you?
Correct.
Yeah, so whatever.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying?
So let's get into dating. People were asking, are you single? Are you married? Are you looking? Are you not looking? What's your status right now?
I'm looking. I'm desperate. Oh! Where are you?
And you see, and Jenny, you hear, wait, before you move on, you hear what he just said? Even though he's playing, a lot of people would assume, just because we're around a lot of women, they assume that, oh, you're fucking all these different women. It's not the case.
More selective.
Not the case. It's almost the opposite, because in the beginning, when we first started doing it, that was the end game. You know what I'm saying? But then when you doing the same shit over and over again, and you see this the same type of woman with the same, attitudes or whatever, it's like, where's the one where's the one for me? And you never find it. I mean, it's hard to find. But the chances are better when you're in the business.
Ladies, Messiah is single, okay, built like a brick house, as you saw, the sweetest uncle ever with his nieces, and he is looking. I'm
desperate. Let me stop. That's the running joke with me and G. He always be like, yo, what happened with that girl? I'm like, nah. Like, and I'll mess with him. I'm like, yo, can I hang out with you? I'm desperate. I need something. That's a joke between he and I all the time that I always crack, But yeah, I mean, at the moment, I happen to be unattached, a particular female. So,
How would they get in contact with you, sir?
Yo, my man.
We didn't get there yet, coño. Espérate.
Yo, you gotta let her do her show. She's the interviewer.
Okay. What happened to your last relationship? We need to know first.
Now, what? It wasn't. We're still cool to this day.
Okay, good.
She still stays in G will tell you, like, she stays in contact still. Like, we still rap. Like, there's no malice. The best breakup ever. Like,
nice. Okay, so there's no malice, but it's just smashing.
No. Okay. No. She ain't getting the juice, because if I slip, no. My seed is my most important asset for me. You know what I'm saying? Otherwise, I would have had a child already. You know what I'm saying? I've been fortunate enough to been with a beautiful woman before. You know what I'm saying? So I made sure that to me is the most important. And G makes fun of me all the time. It's like, yo, you're the best dad, but we got no kids.
Interesting. And free and clear, ladies, that the X isn't a problem. GQ, married, looking, single.
I have a girl.
Okay.
And she's right there. I can't show you her. She's working.
Okay.
And
so get into, how long have you been in your relationship?
Going on 8 years.
Woo! Okay, ya son casados ya.
What does that mean?
Tú eres un esposo ya, okay? I said he's married. Yeah, that's marriage. 8 years is marriage. So do tell, looking the way you look, having the job that you had, How do you manage a relationship?
This goes back to what we were talking about when I met you.
Mm-hmm. But it wasn't a problem for me though.
But here's the thing. It's normally never a problem when you meet the girl while doing it. It's always a problem. Like I'll give you an example. The majority of the times, the woman on my UPS route, would hit on me, and I would date them. But once they found out what I did, they deaded me. They deaded me. All my girlfriends that I've had, and I'm always in a long-term relationship.
That's
I've met in dancing, including the young lady that's over there.
Okay.
Well, for me,
so she's not jealous. She's not like
no, she's super cool.
She actually thinks you're very, very pretty.
Yeah. Oh, tell her I said thank you.
That's how it starts. That's how it starts.
Spin in the block, okay?
That's how it starts. Y'all gonna be texting each other on those phones he bought y'all.
Remember we was talking earlier, Messiah?
Yeah.
I wouldn't feel uncomfortable with them too.
Yeah. So, but for me, it's not necessarily the case. What I come to find out is that it's all about the woman, her comfortability, her confidence. You understand? Because you can say, "Oh, there's so many women around you. I don't know if I could deal with it, whatever the case may be." Would you date a pro ball player? They get way more attention than we do, or who else? Whatever the case may be, anybody that's necessarily around around females. Like, it doesn't matter. If you excel at whatever you're at, you're gonna be.
Here's the thing. In my opinion, only a confident woman can deal with that.
Yes,
only a real realist can deal with that. Jenny, you were a realist, right? That's how we met and we dated, right? We were together for like a year, maybe, and change, right?
Yeah.
Right? All my girlfriends are confident and about them and know that their man's coming home.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, let's keep it real. How many people out there, we call them vanilla, that walk around and they think the person that they're with is going to always be 100% faithful? How many times have we all been cheated on? You only have one life to live, right? And most people live it to the fullest. Most people that cheat love the thrill, right? In most cases, right? If you can get away with it, right? And everything is all good. So now you have a person that understands and can see what the possibilities can be, whether they're with you or not, and they can deal with that. That's the person you want to be with.
I think to make it more for it to come across easy, it's as a woman, do you want to be with a man who's comfortable around being a lot of women, or someone who if they get that flurry of women coming at them, there'll be a kid in the candy store where they won't even know how to act and they'll just want to indulge.
Right. That's what like locked me in with GQ, that he was just a regular guy. Like, if you had a conversation with him, you couldn't tell that he was a dancer at all, right? So I'm like, okay, he's just a regular guy. And then when we were like at the crib chilling, like it was at the crib chilling, like he'd have his glasses on, he'd be on his laptop, like it was real chill. Yeah. So, and it's also about the way the man carries himself around when you see him around other women. Because I always say I don't have an issue with other women, but I will have an issue with how that man acts around other women, right? So it's like, and if you know how to carry yourself around women, like you said, if he's acting like, oh my God, I'm getting all this attention, because I dated the pro baller. I didn't like it. It wasn't for me. I didn't like the entourage. I didn't like the way the handling of it. I was just like, yeah, I'll end up stabbing somebody. I'm out.
Yeah.
I can't do it. I'm out. Enjoy. I was like, y'all can have him. I gotta go.
You know what I mean? You a man who's comfortable in this situation, you'd have less to worry about. You know what I'm saying? And plus, business-wise, it doesn't necessarily make sense to indulge to that degree as well. NBA ball player, for example, or a pro athlete, it doesn't affect him at all. Right. If I do a party, let's say if I do a party for you, right? And I do well, all the girls like me. So, we got to hire him again. But you and I do something on a sneaky link real quick, something, whatever, and the other females find out. Now that luster that I had, and that affects future parties, therefore future future business, monetarily, can't monetize, problem. You know what I'm saying? So that matters for me as well, personally.
It fucks up your money if you're too loosey.
Basically. You know what I'm saying? You kill it.
Are you guys planning to, I know you guys are dancers, but are you stationed at a particular venue like a Chippendales or a Magic Mike or
not
Mania? Where are you permanently, GQ, aside from private events? What club are you at?
See, I try to limit the private events because my bones, don't allow me to travel to borough anymore. So I'd rather be in one location. So the location that I'm in, the company I work for, is called Hunkomania.
Hunkomania, I heard of them.
Yes. And we're all over, United States, right?
But where are you? I don't know where you are.
I'm in New York, the New York location. We're currently at Harbor nightclub on 46 between 10th and 11th. We do a burlesque show, then we do a diva show, and then we come on and we do a show. And then by 11 o'clock, wrapped up, I head home, put my Bengay on my bones, take my Tylenol and go to sleep.
What about you, Messiah? Are you why aren't you at Hunkomania? What's going on?
Because for me, while he's there, so let's say from like 8 to 11, whatever it is, I'm doing private parties. So that's for example, like I could do 4 in one night, for example. Like say if I do 4 in one night, 8 o'clock I'll be in Brooklyn, 9:30 I'll be in Queens, 11:30 I'll be up in Manhattan, and then I might have to go somewhere, you know what I mean? So I zigzag all over the city. So I can't go there, have them monopolize my time because I miss out on parties I could do, which monetarily doesn't make sense. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha. Okay. Makes sense. Yes, Queenita, someone said that you're a big boy, Messiah. He's also single and desperately looking for the lady.
Desperately
looking for the lady of his life. And he's a great daddy, but he has no children.
That's the word on the street. Yeah.
That's the word on the streets. You heard it here first. It's official. Ladies and gentlemen, guys, thank you for hanging with me too, because a couple of guys saw the thumbnail and they were like, "Oh, I'm not even going over there," and I'm like, "It's just conversation, It's just conversation, right?" Also, I'm going to put in my caption. Give me about an hour. I'm putting my caption. These guys' Instagrams, where they dance, where you could find them, as far as their fees, and if they're available for your parties, you're gonna have to hit them up. Personally, I am not the agent, okay? Do not DM me about hiring them. You have to DM them. Guys, thank you so much for being with me. This was absolutely hilarious and fucking fabulous. I want to have you guys back on whenever you have time, because I know y'all super busy. We talk about a lot of different subjects here. It doesn't always have to be about what it is that you guys do for a living. DQ, you know I love you. I'm not let La Mujer know I won't be spinning the block. I do love you. I like looking at you still. Yeah, I was on that Instagram like, hey. But I'm mind my business, okay? Unless y'all break up. No, just kidding. Just kidding. Messiah, thank you so much. This was absolutely amazing. And it would just do me so much joy if we could just see the abs one more time on the way out. Make sure y'all hit that like and subscribe and check my captions for where to find these guys. I know GQ is a GQ review, GQREVUE, and Messiah is it's Messiah, right?
No, Messiah NYC. That's the
Messiah NYC. But if you guys missed that, it's gonna be in the caption. And if you check my if you check my Instagram, their information will also be there. Thank you so much, ladies, for being here. All right, the ladies are clapping.
Yep. But we'll take that.
So where are you going?
Are you just trying to show off?
Woo! what I'm talking about. And it ain't even the weekend yet on the block. Messiah, Fulana La Cubana said Messiah is not shy. Are you shy, Messiah? He is not shy. He is with it.
Yeah, I'm with it, especially with Latinas. Now just
he's with all the shits. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, ladies, for being here with me. Thank you, gentlemen. Thank you, hunks of beef and burning love. Till next time, this has been On the Block with Jen. Peace.
Later.
All right, guys, how is that? I told you before, I'm always going to have something really different. Pull up to the block. I hope you enjoyed this show. I hope you learned something. And I hope the guys did hang out, because the guys did give some pointers about relationships and approaching women. And, you know, we're all like Venus and Mars. And, you know, I think there's hope for everybody. I think men just have to be more realistic with what women really want and desire, right? I don't think it's that compliment once you know what I mean, what we want and desire. It's not as complicated as you guys make it seem. A woman loves balance. A woman likes to be intrigued. A woman likes adventure, but we also want the nice guy. We need the balance. This is why I had these gentlemen here tonight. Hit that like and subscribe on your way out. Let people know about this show. It got a little crazy. And I did spill the beans a little bit. Okay, I got a little bit of beans. I didn't get the whole pot, but I gave y'all a little bit as promised. So with that said, I will see you next time. Friday, I will be back with the ladies. Okay, you already know we're going to go back into this Manosphere madness. We're going to talk about Manosphere meltdowns. It'll be myself, Juana Chica, and Annalicia. We will be back with all the smoke this weekend. And we're thinking of adding a sexy Saturday where we're not talking about the manosphere at all. We'll be talking about juicy bits. Okay, guys? All right. So good night. Thank you for hanging with me. Mwah, mwah. Bye. What's up, Mr. Rucker? No, we don't want a prenup. Good night. Bye, guys.